It's cracking, it's cracking, it's cracking, it's cracking.
Yes, it's just how it seems. We weave and dream.
They say our music ain't to dance to. I like to think we make our music so special. You feel that? They say our music's too revealing. I like to think we make our music just for healing. How about that? They say our music ain't to dance to. I like to think we make our music so special. You feel that? They say our music's too revealing. I like to think we make our music just for healing. How about that? I'm like your down ass homie, only tighter with the rhyme skills. Step into my minefield, don't trip on simple lines. Chill. Peep, I keeps it heated with my feet both on the ground. So when I spit my deepest feelings, can't nobody hold me down. At a sentimental soiree, the forte of my freshness, like a conversation specialist. No deficit in wordplay shit. I pass the powers to my people, packing passion in my passages and ration out the average skits, but keep it strong. That naturalist, bombastic shit. Tight skill, tight build, type real nigga with the vision in the sky with Stevie's ribbon, living the life, grilling the prize, recording my sight. Depends and mics are like I zone. When the beat goes on, I'm everlasting. Similar to my poems or Ronnie's own, fully blown, blowing rappers out the frame to eat the meat up off they bones. They say our music ain't to dance to. I like to think we make our music so special. You feel that? They say our music's too revealing. I like to think we make our music just for healing. How about that? They say our music ain't to dance to. I like to think we make our music so special. You feel that? They say our music's too revealing. I like to think we make our music just for healing. How about that?
I live my life to the fullest, and I puncture like a bullet at a juncture where despair meets hope. I keep a rare piece of dope cherry and buried between my ear holes. Perform my miracles and stay away from you assholes. Make my expressions leave dents in any blockhead cement skull. Inside your mental with my pencils, how I entered. Once inside, I started to venture. Planted a root, tightened the screw, attempted to center you. I'm the avenger who's against anything out to injure. First contender opposing truth, bender pretenders. If you're an offender, hey, I'm just serving justice. No dreams deferred, I live them like they occurred. But people say absurd things when they don't feel equal. And if they do, then why would they want to hate on you? A major study in itself, I'll make your mind move to the rhythm of the earth. Now dance to what you find, fool. It's more than time to. Need I remind you with feeling? We make our music just for healing.
They say our music ain't to dance to. I like to think we make our music so special. You feel that? They say our music's too revealing. I like to think we make our music just for healing. How about that? They say our music ain't to dance to. I like to think we make our music so special. You feel that? They say our music's too revealing. I like to think we make our music just for healing. How about that? See, when the air clears, we gon' stand here with a view of views and dose with cruising folks who duly spoken on their own. So behold, our standard is our own. Of course, now nothing's etched in stone, although some suckers try to tame it with some outsider language. But it's deeper than that, dangerous, like don't fuck with strangers. But a cold crush remainder, minder, the lone rhymer, relay this. We combine the lines to make y'all feel it. Really, I dig on difficulty, sculpted lovely. With endearment, no time for fear, man, we own it now. But I'm sick of all these suckers trying to stepchild the sound. So I'ma be around and sprinkle style on the town. Let the mic cord hang down. And when I'm on, I say, our music is to dance to. I said before, we make our music so special. You feel that? I say our music is revealing. Right. Well, that's because we make our music just for healing. Holla back.
How about that?
Dreamweavers.
Right.
Yeah. The Grouch.
Making it count.
The legends in the house.
Making it bump.
Elusive prototype. LR1.
You know how we do it.
They say.
Here's what they say.
Seems so meaningless when caught between feelings and lust, controlled by curiosity, driven by the thought that maybe one time you'll be right, despite the wrong moves, bad moves, and attitude conflicts of interesting conversational context. My heart's on my sleeve, still nearly impossible to believe. I walk on, get my jock on, and hope that love will find me before I move on to space, never knowing what to think will get you at your weakest point, but just keep pushing. They say it hits when you're not looking, but I find it a lot harder to find things blindfolded, so I view to the front, and the floor don't move, but obviously I do, so why not step? One plus 0 equals 1, and that leaves room for additional digits which might not add up but make the problem that much more interesting. 1 plus 0 equals 1, and that leaves room for additional digits which might not add up but make the problem that much more interesting. 1 plus 0 equals 1, and that leaves room for additional digits which might not add up but make the problem that much more interesting. A sucker at heart, quite familiarized with gaming devices, surviving failed attempts at solidifying relations, negated due to lack of patience, removed from the minds of most, more often than not, caught up in the facts of life without a travel guide. Sometimes I wanna lie back and croak, my pleas are not jokes, I need support, I seek sand from the sky, and dogs that speak the king's English, weak and ill-willed, highly skilled, but nobody knows it matters for the moment, my own worst opponent, viewing myself from what seems like a bar, doomed to spend my life in an unfamiliar singles bar. One plus 0 equals 1, and that leaves room for additional digits which might not add up but make the problem that much more interesting. 1 plus 0 equals 1, and that leaves room for additional digits which might not add up but make the problem that much more interesting. 1 plus 0 equals 1, and that leaves room for additional digits which might not add up but make the problem that much more interesting. Free love for all. And money folders fall back to the earth when it's over. What's important is my family, and then comes the pen. Must earn big chips for this type of living. Part of me soul, part of me lost, part of me cold, in poverty with goals. First to let go your whole and go to work when I work on these mics or books or a pen pad mat on my way home for thinking of a tone or a vocal tone. Fucked up conditions or some money that's old. My brother is gone and I'm supposed to continue.
Life gives, life takes away. Must stay positive. There will be no change until you mend your ways. So I continue. Life leads, many paths, treacherous and fiendish.
changing the stages, the level, consider me up. I know I get fucking illy. The right move, right beat. LA City push me quicker now. I peep it swiftly. I balance these hearts on a broken heart. I keep it macking, it's hard. It's working, it's tears. It's pain, it takes years. To stand on your own, till a child, till a man's grown. This is for rocking and learning. We revolve, rim spin. Some die, some live on the beat, on the job, with the cops or the crowd. The truth hurts, the truth works, truth bursts, and it must balance scales to see veil to life. Life will avail. Time will tell, sometimes it feels I'll fail.
Life gives, life takes away. Must stay positive. There will be no change until you make your way.
How much weight? How many twists till you break? How many hours to waste on a slave wage trying to do my music and live? Trying to raise my children and give. Some men taste the power and love it. Serenaded and whole. Some say it's about the cheddar. It's all about the lettuce. Forget the fallen moments. Materialist overindulgence. This is the edge. Who said the best things was not for you? When some get it, they lose the thirst, the hunger, the focus. They never come close, so they kill us. They posted stagnant divisions and fragments. Feeling the change from the growing pains. Not doing what's supposed when it comes to a closed shop clock. The lot of G's you still didn't know.
There will be no change until you make your way. There will be no change until you make your way.
With the scissor, wizard, gizzard, sequencing planets again like it.
I thought Christmas time was meant to be the time for celebrate and cheer. More shit in December than any other month of the whole year. Raindrops and snowflakes never really falling instead. New Year's resolution bullets coming down on my head. Working overtime shifts for TV commercial, overpriced gifts. Spirit of Christmas was the undercover mother of hoes. So ho ho ho. Shop at the last minute, holiday stress. If you ain't in it, give it to the Santa, taking advantage of an off ramp of a freeway. Give the gift certificates on a present sign. Mind treat a trick, isn't it a Halloween remodeling, making up for the guilt day? Looked up old Nick in the old dictionary, got a click, kinda scary trip. Old Nick was short for Saint Nick, definition D-E-V-I-L. Saint Nicholas was said quick enough, equal Santa Claus. No, that ain't all. Santa's letters change around, spell Satan. Everybody faking that fact. Santa holding out his claws in front of malls, all applause lost for this false prophet. We'll pay the cost by the present plus breaking something off proper. X out the Christ mask for this masked man, now I have to ask, was it all a scam to train outcasts? JC for the Antichrist. His parents did punish their children for telling lies, but then lied to them concerning the guy who doesn't exist. Yes, he does. So how could a child be happy on the day he discovers that mommy and daddy both had built him up to the biggest holiday of the year with outright lies? When the kid starts understanding that it's been played by his whole family, who does he trust or does he hush? Cause what he was taught to worship's all jive. Scolded for not appreciating everyone's efforts to deceive him, he conforms his newborns to the reasons for the season of the Antichrist. Bible, fuck worshipping idols. Yeah, Christianity and paganism held hands back in the days when Santa Claus was Baal worshipers and asked Christ himself. Heard it was no such thing as flying reindeers and rabbits really don't lay eggs. Fake hearts, leprechaun, jack-o'-lantern, each and all of them are crooks. Then again, Frosty's a kamikaze and the tooth fairy. How that bitch look? Here comes the worshiping of the mistletoe and decorated tree. L.I.F.E the bowls of the ancient breeds to the prostitutes of the 2G. Balls representing planets, goddammit, that's representing stars. Oh, and it's elves who were really joy to undead babies on they trees. All mythological, illogical, logic of it all possible. Watch, here comes Peter Cocktail, should've known this I could smell an Antichrist. Jeremiah
6, Chris Kringle never got the crucifix, yet tell me that it isn't Gotti. Knowing who's been good or naughty around the whole wide world, please. Sitting on the throne, kids jockeying. Teaching happiness is found in materials. To me sounds like a spiritual conspiracy scenario, which one day could lead to looting. Guess who's coming to town? Whoever it is, best known now. Any Santa scene coming down my chimney, I'ma shoot him, cause he's an antichrist.
Than it seems. Visions are turned to dreams. Dreams no longer gleam or glare. The dreamer prepares for the ever after or the final chapter. Few leave with laughter left on the face. The space is usually filled with feelings, leaving the body warped, contorted, morbid, then sorted, carried, and buried. The life that was once adorned, forever mourned. Freak what you feel before it's too late to fill your plate, and don't ever say you were never born. It's like too many face their life with no feeling, no purpose or passion. What's your reason for living is what I'm asking. And once you find the answer to your meaning, your reason starts gleaming, beaming brighter than first love. Higher than the first dove that leads the sun into the sky, pushing its first shove of light, bringing forth day. Freak what you feel in each and every way. No matter what they say, no matter what they say, freak what you feel.
Unprohibited.
My friends, laughing till it hurts. Seeing pretty ladies in the summer wearing skirts, sandals and tank tops, t-shirts and flip-flops. Listening to hip-hop, feel it in my ribcage when the bass drops. Just some of the things that make me feel alive. Make you forget about that 9 to 5, or at least change the vibe while you're in it. The way puppets with no strings fall out of proportion. I seen the same thing happen to people when their passion ain't scorching. When only cash equals their fortune, or no longer having a torch in them, and adrenaline's at a minimum while the pendulum's moving towards them. It's like they're running out of time, or time's not working for them. Nothing there to assure them that their problems, they can endure them. Crossing their arms too fast, cutting off and out all possibilities of hugging a fortunate outcome. A case of attitude overshadowing advancement. Self-destruction. Now that's a sloppy way of living, don't let that all up in your function. No quitting now, we in too deep, baby, we gotta fight. Mistakes are made, but through it all we still be shining bright. We only human, but as humans we can make it tight. Freak what you feel, and what you don't feel, we gon' make it right. Freak what you feel, freak what you feel. Freak what you feel, freak what you feel. Cause when it's too late, it's too late, it's too late, it's too late, it's too late. Freak what you feel.
Plenty time to live your life so. Make those mistakes and they're only lessons. It's all lessons, another level. It's all on purpose. It's just living. It's just being. It's just being.
rhythm. What do you think he visions when he squints at the line from behind no shades? Feel the summer's crest, overdressed in so much sweat. His skin begins to shake, it's the surface sweat. The nervous mess, overbearing and jaded from carrying the weight. Irritated and constipated, and it's all cup of player hated, funneled and consolidated into the shell of one man with a gun, riding that thin line between the program and the sun. And I don't hate you, I'm trying to relate to, wishing you could find a trap door to escape through. But if I see you as a threat to my seedling or my sibling, I'll die to pull the plug on your machine. And I might just find somebody, and I just might just love somebody, and I just might just feel somebody, I just might just kill somebody, and I just might just find somebody, I just might just love somebody, and I just might just feel somebody, I just might just kill somebody. Can you see her? She spent her whole day in the theater, living her time in the life that she would prefer, and she stirs nothing, comes and goes as she wishes, surroundings oblivious to her whole existence. But if they only knew about the thoughts she can't seem to stop from coming through, coming across at a loss for dialogue, walking through the fog with her eyes closed and her mind gone. And now she lives in the films that she sees, in daydreams that she kills us repeatedly. I'm impressed with the tolerance she brandishes. If it was me, I would have snapped from the sheer over anxiousness. I'm waiting for the day she strolls through muddy waters and slaughters sons and daughters and bloody mothers and fathers. Lovely little case study, castaway cutie, masturbating in the back of that matinee movie. And someday, one day, when the credits roll, she'll hold a pocket full of gunplay for the ignorant souls. Then we'll know to what depth awake touches sleep. May we walk the thin line between shallow and deep. And I just might just find somebody, I just might just love somebody, and I just might just feel somebody, I just might just kill somebody, and I just might just find somebody, I just might just love somebody, and I just might just feel somebody, I just might just kill somebody. He used to write his rhymes and recite his lines all the time. Sometimes he'd make them up right off the top of his mind. After doing shows for years, getting respect from peers, killed the ego looking at these people like they're weird. Road trips turned into head trips, became a hunger for sedatives and eccentric etiquette. Optimism needs to feed off self-esteem, but it seems as if he doesn't see and hasn't felt a thing. Records sell well, but still underground. Travels town to town, holding hands with fans that love the sound. When it comes around, let's hope he can enjoy it. Don't slow down momentum, afraid he might destroy it. When he stops to shake the hand, I doubt they understand that here now stands only the shadow of a man, having a hard time with life on a drum roll. Walking that high wire, passing it off is humble, but it's a thin line between screams and smiles. He's seen the miles, wishing he could go home and read to his child. But tonight's the last day, put the button in the ashtray, lock the door and slip both wrists backstage. And I just might just find somebody, I just might just love somebody, and I just might just feel somebody, I just might just kill somebody, and I just might just find somebody, I just might just love somebody, and I just might just feel somebody, I just might just kill somebody. And onwards, forwards, continuance, renaissance, encore, ignorance wrapped inside of innocence. Onward, forward, continuance, renaissance, encore, ignorance wrapped inside of innocence. Onward, forward, continuance, renaissance, encore, ignorance wrapped inside of innocence. Nothing but love for the music and its offspring, bouncing off of the box springs, trying to make it to the crossings. I just might just, I just might just, I just might just, I just might just, I just.
Shine choppers, climb like beaches. Lying to them churn, telling them that the style is yearn. Rhyme rocker, it sounds like a job for the rhyme crime stopper. We call them joy bandits, damn shine choppers, limelight leeches. Lying to them churn, telling them that the style is yearn. Rhyme rocker, it sounds like a job for the rhyme crime stopper. A joy bandit'll steal your joy. A shine chopper is a dumbass decoy. A bite your shit so quick like teeth. And then there's the limelight leech. Once they around, they don't leave. Just talking and eating and all in the flicks. You saying who the fuck he come with? But then you find out later he done bit your shit. When you see him, now you wanna throw a fit. But call the rhyme crime stoppers who handle it. We call them joy bandits, damn shine choppers, limelight leeches. Lying to them churn, telling them that the style is yearn. Rhyme rocker, it sounds like a job for the rhyme crime stopper. We call them joy bandits, damn shine choppers, limelight leeches. Lying to them churn, telling them that the style is yearn. Rhyme rocker, it sounds like a job for the rhyme crime stopper. When I saw you, I instantly socked you. Then I screamed on you like Chewbacca. I didn't steal your rhyme, you're lying. I drank vodka and documented everything I watched. By the way, you need a good lawyer and a doctor. And this is the perfect time to pull out my boy Glock 9 and pop you. Yeah, motherfucker, rhyme crime stop. We call them joy bandits, damn shine choppers, limelight leeches. Lying to them churn, telling them that the style is yearn. Rhyme rocker, it sounds like a job for the rhyme crime stopper. We call them joy bandits, damn shine choppers, limelight leeches. Lying to them churn, telling them that the style is yearn. Rhyme rocker, it sounds like a job for the rhyme crime stopper. Have you ever popped your 9 at 9 lives and watched them drop like flies? If so, you just want an extra clip and a truckload of bodies to drive up the paved road. I'm under control of my body and soul. Call rhyme crime stoppers and we guaranteed the roll. We call them joy bandits, damn shine choppers, limelight leeches. Lying to them churn, telling them that the style is yearn. Rhyme rocker, it sounds like a job for the rhyme crime stopper. We call them joy bandits, damn shine choppers, limelight leeches. Lying to them churn, telling them that the style is yearn. Rhyme rocker, it sounds like a job for the rhyme crime stoppers.
Working fork when you metamorph a proper question can be taken. Fifth is nothing if we all ain't drunk, we hear mistakes you're making. Sixth, sensibility to mix the instability of sinister soliloquies and fellowship facilities. And seventh is a prevalence of paper doing what you love. And eighth is the way you hope and frequent kicking in 3 dubs. And ninth is the ending of a bottom for my last inches of flipping with the chest. I hear her grinning when they fall off. And 10th in the labyrinth and you lost. 11th in your breath and your motor mouth from your flaws. 12th is nobody else will help you if you first don't help yourself with wealth and profit. Keeping products on the shelf and pop. The 13th is recalling the energy from a bomb. 14th is resulting to the snorting going on. 15th the amendment, anyone can vote as shifty since they strike the people out in prison. If they could, it would be different. 16th the next thing, if this rhythm track he looks are kicking. 17th so heavenly she looks inside his long. 18th divided by the juke brought you to 9. 19th they hit and hold them like a long time. 20th the funniest is when they think they winning this. And 21st in some rehearsal so called freestyle reverse. And 22nd funny when naked hysterical can be comical, clerical incorrectness on political setting. 23rd the thunder rush are drinking in a car. 24th the hour money then goes to the star. 25th when money lips and babysitting then is supposed to be surprised when someone taps you asking you to pass that shit. And 26th for any chicks who wanna get the song. 27th someone better tell about mine. 28th in my super sperma terminology, impregnating their mind. And 20 left the winners like they wanna go and bet your rhyme. And 30th prepared to twist and rearrange your song and shine. And 31st the letters impervious to hurtiness. And second is when universal style occurs and is refined. Each came in the beginning, the hen or the egg. I'll tell you it must be the rooster because he came from the head. The early bird was smoking Sherman, drinking cheaper wine, and nobody was listening to a thing that he said. Listening to a thing he said.
Metropolitan, grab bag apocalypse, maggot pageant, swallowing the trap's baddest colorist. Big vision, tiger soul, anonymous alacrity, impulse, held together by a beach bucket of bolts. I'm here to bleach mask of lust and touch false allegations where the born against and pagans claim the same corner store pavement. Silence in the needle pin hybrid, brought you this reflecting pool to school you on my underlying bias. Now if I polish off the poison with a sip, I know my orphanage massive will help you lift my casket with the drip of this be positive and ominous. Last cackle, bury me beneath the cherry tree, bow and run for the castle. I'm one propaganda speech ahead of televised, mechanized life cycler, too geek to stop and decipher. We cross sex in the vision every genius dream, something obscene with syncopated simultaneous land speed achievement. Drench, river dance your way through bed and breakfast, blemish predetermined destiny checklist. First check this. Well, I was born upon a swiftly tilting galley and circling sloppy pseudo-stigmatic pity me sound system servers. God, we the diggy dawn, left-handed scribbles of God approach gruesome by drunk buddy system twosomes. One attack sternum turned to vaporized minor, the second in turn circle to confirm the fertilizer. And I'm one of a small tribe camped in a rubber stamp facility with best friends like utility who needs these instabilities of mine. You wanna hold that grudge, that's fine. In fact, let's both hold grudges just to see who's stubborn and who budges. Well, I'm the stubbornest bastard this side of 4 dimensions, and I'm here to build this picket fence around your frigid lenses. I ain't never known a potion as potent as Zen to mend a broken friendship. I'm saying, don't get defensive. Wise up, rise up, size them up, line them up against the wall. It goes run, walk, crawl, wise up, rise up, size them up, line them up against the wall. It goes run, walk, crawl, wise up, rise up, size them up, line them up against the wall. It goes run, walk, crawl, wise up, rise up, size them up, line them up against the wall. It goes run, walk, crawl, wise up. I really know myself, and you really know yourself, but I don't claim to know yourself. You claim to know myself. I really know myself, man. You really know yourself, but I don't claim to know yourself. You claim to know myself. I really know myself, man. You really know yourself, but I don't claim to know yourself. You claim to know myself. I really know myself, and you really know yourself, man. I don't claim to know yourself. You claim And I heard you recognize the jeopardy. Finally, shepherd me, honoring the touch of pure peasantry I've been harboring presently. Tough as nails, tough enough to sail through broken ballads with a pinch of foul demeanor inching forward through your outlets. Fuck that, I crease burden incredible now. Couldn't even offer concept minimum wage, let alone benefit rates. Wait, let's make all paper doors line up in size order just to gaze in amazement upon a short fuse getting shorter. Basic upheaval laced with logical absurdities. Stolen promise lacking witness to the burglary. I'm shocked. Yesterday I seen upon the target face your bargain basement dream attached with thumbtacks, so I arched. Boogied bullseyes upon that dim excuse for group effort. Triple thin oxidized box cutter law slam ecosystem driven on my person. You see, my version of ruler don't include underling stomach through yellow pages for a future. Today I strike a match, adapt tragedy. Tomorrow humankind's logic pistons crash and burn. The next day procreation becomes annual formality. I guess it's once a kid, always a kid. It's just some kids will never learn. I pack my bags and steadily trudged out the door off to secure my legacy in bread and water blizzards. I couldn't feed the masses with more fishes. Yeah, but I can force feed them wishes, and I'd rather be hungry with desires than bloated and tired. King cohorts condense at high noon to force every rattlesnake to beat the dead horse. Aesop rock premier dysfunctional Greek citizen, of course. I'm headstrong, but even stronger in support. And I've been there, done did this and that. Alright? I've been the engine all the way down to the railroad spike. It isn't pretty. Walked in sober, staggered out dizzy. Take this lesson as a key to that life mystery. Rise up, size them up, line them up against the wall. Run, walk, crawl, rise up, size them up, line them up against the wall. Run, walk, crawl, rise up, size them up, line them up against the wall. Run, walk, crawl, rise up, size them up, line them up against the wall. Run, walk, crawl. Running and we're rising up. Running and we're walking and we're crawling and we're rising up. Running and we're walking and we're crawling and we're rising up. Running and we're walking and we're crawling and we're rising up. Running and we're walking and we're crawling and we're rising up. Running and we're walking and we're crawling and we're rising up. Running and we're walking and we're crawling and we're rising up. Running and we're walking and we're crawling and we're dead. Know what I'm saying? It's like that. It's like that L.I.F.E brain train. All aboard in the next. Peace.
One of the best all-time top 5. They gave me a long tail and strong back, manageable adult male, the ultimate man / pack animal with long black eyelashes and laser vision ability. Long distance endurance combined precision agility. Built-in suede harness, jock strap saddle system. Available now in stealth mode battle position. Bulletproof brainstem and interchangeable faceplate. Removable emotion detection response program. Tastes great, easy to swallow, improved formula. Normally removable wings and weapons sold separate. Half rubber, half gelatin. My skeleton is copper plated. Outnumbered robot body is coin operated. Erasable memory bank, remote controllable. Chokehold replaceable shoulder yoke separator. Second-hand respirator, funky fresh wrist action. My colorful costume creates the distraction. Clear a path and keep cracking the whips. I'll keep smiling and stacking the chips. I don't need love, just a kick in the ass. And I'll make you a rug with a picture of your face on it. Clear a path and keep cracking the whips. I'll keep smiling and stacking the chips. I don't need love, just a kick in the ass. And I'll make you a rug with a picture of your face on it. Chain him like an animal, forget he's a man. Chain him like an animal, forget he's a man. They parade me around like a goddamn polar bear. They say I'm demented and I invented the solar flare. I tap dance in a rap stance, run laps and do the dishes, and soon light moonlight if it's not too suspicious. There's not enough sand in the hourglass for romance, even though I would love to have sex and slow dance. Oh well, there's work to do, ditches to dig and a wig to wear, and even when they don't fit, my head's too big to care. I remain funny-faced as long as no money's wasted. Orphan gorilla gets silly as soon as the honey's tasted them. dumb in the dirt, but my enthusiasm's unbridled, blindsided. Stuck double, most of my songs are untitled. Not unless you want trouble, don't front on the frosted flakes. The spinach it cost to break even, gone before you finish. Zzzz, my ass writes the checks. But somebody's got to suck the blood when they bite the necks.
Clear a path and keep cracking the whips. I'll keep smiling and stacking the chips. I don't need love, just a kick in the ass. I'll make you a rug, the picture of your face on me. Clear a path and keep cracking the whips. I'll keep smiling and stacking the chips. I don't need love, just a kick in the ass. And I'll make you a rug with a picture of your face on me.
Chain him like an animal, forget he's a man. Chain him like an animal, forget he's a man. Chain him like an animal, forget he's a man. Chain him like an animal, forget he's a man.
Night I woke up, I had blood on my hands. It was on this night I glanced in the mirror, the reflection wasn't me. It was on this night that I wrote my best composition. It was on this night, them voices I heard in my head, I stopped to listen. It was on this night I was infested with undigested sin planning, dainty popcorn stuff in the dreams I made out of. In a morbid, distorted display of infectious affection, there's sharks in these lonely waters and tainted love bouquets. It was on this night death and despair was negotiated over a hot bowl of soup in a brothy sluice of meticulous detail, so ravishingly delicious, with mischief so intense and invigorating, I felt myself prematurely ejaculating. The very suspense of all, I guess, narrating itself so beautifully, rudely awakened all my six senses in an instant. It was on this night, September the 3rd, 2003, I made my directorial debut on nationally televised TV. Warning, the scenes you're about to witness because of its disturbing contents are extremely graphic and therefore not suitable for younger audiences. Wide on camera one, zoom in, close up on the man in front of the building. Places everyone, prop man, are you ready for the fog? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, action! It was on this night I woke up, I had blood on my hands. It was on this night I glanced in the mirror, the reflection wasn't me. It was on this night that I wrote my best composition. It was on this night, them voices I heard in my head, I stopped to listen. It was on this night I was infested with undigested sin planning, dainty popcorn stuff and the dreams are made out of. In a morbid, distorted display of infectious affection, there's sharks in these lonely waters and tainted love bouquets. It was on this night It was on this night, yeah. 12 married men got divorced on the first day. Honeymoon groom carried brides to the nest. Followed by a flash is a photogenic couple. Ribbons, robes, maids, caught bouquet on lovely day. Framed by a family feud, subdued, nude as they screwed carelessly by the fireplace. Brewing is a coffee pot, burning metal water hot. Candle lighting lit the cabin, breathing rapidly. Matrimony has its pleasures. Dipped in wax, a nipple stands erect, correction pointed upward. Body slams, excitement bouncing, flesh to flesh, relentless, lustful lies. Hold your breath, a mess of vital essence left and spurts across the floor. Frantically, unfortunately, slipped and fell. A geyser of blood erupts out of the head from a man who wed. It was on this night, 12 married men, minus one, 11-7, serving breakfast from their beds, 2 robes, 1 red. Hallowed be the name of Mr. and Mrs. Simmons. Suddenly sipped their coffee, kissed and cuddled. Of course they married, swallowed bread. Morning came with rain and rent from redness damped the evening, sang the birds. A lamp of sun begun a day for the newlyweds. With this ring remembering vows to death, he soaked and bathed vigorously, relaxed, massaged his temples, soothing sounds of Mozart. Electric box mysteriously grew 2 legs, jumped and submerged. Somebody encouraged the power surge. Who I wonder? It was on this night.
I'm not playing any more music for anybody, and that includes myself, until somebody calls and pledges some money so that our station does not have to go off the air. I mean, why should I bother to play records for you if you're not even willing to call up and pledge a couple of dollars? A couple of dollars. It's not that much money. We've been playing what you want, but we have to have your money. We can't make it without you.
To be free, no matter where you are at, you are in the place to be. I think you should walk to the park and stand up right next to a tree. Look down at the roots on the ground and imagine you're standing with me. An apple might fall on your head and you may get a bright idea that you do not want to be led. You'll climb on your own up that hill. But when you get up to the top, just don't forget from where you came. Cause you know that it doesn't stop, and you know the name of the game. Future, 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 rockers, 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 rockers. Future, 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 rockers, 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 rockers. I had the pleasure of finding this treasure and taking the measure to keep it protected. Jewels are at stake that can be in the wrong hands. That could be deadly, we must take a stance. Walking on tight ropes and thin ice and hot coals and dancing with demons and playing the role. Stay in control and don't let them control you, cause I know they will if you have no will. That's one of the reasons I came to this planet, to give you some lessons on you being you. It must be us that must enter those gates, and we must know just what to do. Future, 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 rockers, 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 rockers. Future, 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 rockers, 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 rockers. First I grab my weapon, then I put it away just in case it's foul play. Ready and willing and deadly and making a killing. A to the L, on to the E. As you can tell, I'm the MC of the the century and of the future. When I execute ya, you'll feel no pain, but you will when you're reborn again and again. Every 7 or 8,000 years, the brain becomes one with the ears. Man becomes one with his fears. The flesh becomes one with the gears. The circuitry's working electronic pulse. I am the host, so a toast to the bookie. Future, future, rocker, rocker, future, future, rocker, rockers. Future, future, rocker, rockers. Future, future, rocker, rockers.
And then it's broken though. Memo threw him out the window, then began to roll all the fucking endo. And then we played some Nintendo.
What tag team defeated Demolition on Saturday night's main event?
He was just trying to get his leg away from him and it inadvertently slipped and hit him in the mouth.
I've got 2 underpaid educators on the faders, mad about the salary of baseball players. A nation of thugs waving guns at the mayor. The meek on their knees, cold praying for savior. Unable to outlast disease that plagues ya. Scientists with remedies, save them for later. In God we trust, written on the paper, which soon will burn as humans learn to upgrade, advance, but wade too far in the water's a chance. Stress reaches up to the heavens, its arms take the form of nuclear bombs. And when they weary, they drop and crush theory, laying to waste everything you held dearly. Death is nearing, at this point you see clearly. United through peril, just scream if you hear me.
Like I had said, ain't nobody coming this fair. Could've went and got some sleep, but got keyed instead. So the organs that I used to read are now red. Cigarettes to the head, chilling on the balcony with some fly shit on hand, like I practice falconry. I'm out to be one of the best, you know. Merch plus a mic, fuck the sum of the rest. Now a gun in a vest might protect you from taking one of the chests, but it can't protect you from this legendary crew that's running the West. I make you wanna invest in the shit that we made. I give a damn what you made, fucking with E-Trade. Cause when the beat's laid, the hardcore becomes priceless. The righteous Dr. Teeth put the rock in concrete. The stock of Wall Street, the knock on the beat. You couldn't run a close second with some clocks on your feet. Not jocked in the street, but respected at the bank. Unsigned and hella broke, think it is when it ain't, bitch.
Damn it. The other white mate who radio reacts with a version of a perfect attack. Hi, my name is Jamie Moline. You might recognize me from such magazines as White Inches, and such films as Kick the Perpetrator, New Jack in his talk box, and bounce from the set like Time Bandits. Dwell in the cracks of the asphalt to design famine. If I combine the dirty works of contempt and a bent drum pattern, where each snare here is a snapshot of a broken city children building jails out of commotion and metal Legos. Come on, man, it's a kick drum for the homeless, a gunshot for the system. Position in the totem is low, and Fahrenheit today to sweat bullets, and cops to sodomize you like Jim J. Bullock, and lick Billy Blanks at your ass on some bullshit. Get in my belly, humanity make the pellets that swim like a blade through gut jelly. So what the fuck can you tell me? So what on God's earth do you think you can sell me?
I got some good shit to tell you tonight, brothers and sisters. Brothers and sisters.
Syncopated to the 3rd degree, highest motion felt by man. Dropping through the bars from the fingers in the back of the brain. They linger, maintained with the most devotion. Scientific and full proportion, pole position, dynamite. Couldn't rock on a finer night. Universe in a firefight. Me against the world tonight. Woes, negative, positive, balance and flows. Hoes, lacking in other colors, swallowing pride. From the first time that I tried, might have been the first time that I died. Cause I know now that I'm a mad scientist. I am formations from the top of skyscrapers. It dwells within my craters. Now it's dark and I'm in the park with a marker and a telescope in hopes to find the universe I fit in. Bidding Earth good riddance forever after. Chuckling, your human science gives me laughter. Knees buckling under the pressure of these energy masters. Smothering you bastards, acting so plastic.
Drop this shit for the heads in low key mode. MCs hope we won't
cold flow, living ledge, collaboration. We keep our world spinning like innovation. All shall awaken. Nigga, I don't move, I hover. Maybe you got something to prove when anything you got is covered. Couldn't picture this when in Olympus. Infinite stylist, I'm epic. BMS, damn right, I said it. Damn right when it comes to the mic. Audio pros and any motherfucker can get it. Merge, Scarub, and Eli. Mr. Len, Mr. Lip, LP and I. Please don't attempt to adjust the style. We like to fuck with what you recept, what you percept. There's no way to protect. True this connection, form this step to intervention. Wherever we from, whatever we've done, however we some MCs, we from wherever we from, whatever we've done, however we some MCs, we from.
My time is slim, it ripples like tight skin over rib cages. Where I'm from, the powers that be got us living like dogs, chasing our tails 360 degrees, going nowhere, blinded by the glare of the green. Not talking weed, I'm talking dollars, dictating your every move on this planet. It's a lifelong race from start to finish, a competition where many win and many more get diminished. A selected few cross through, a checkered flag for the first of them. Those who come in first place just had more thirst in them, a little bit more burst in them. But peep out the catch, we're all living in this pole position. Some are just more focused to win and acquire the things that glisten, while others get left in the depths, miles away, facing the opposite position, pissing their lives away. So my time is slim, my time is slim, my time is slim. Okay. I just laugh. I just laugh. Beat me. No one can defeat me. I just laugh. No one can defeat me. No one can laugh me. I just laugh. I
Gather round and gather steady. I've a tale for you all. You're young, a timeless tale. 3 sane men, each with eyes and heart to cup a living by. All 3 sharing vision within ticking dial time. Now what you'll find face here is not secret, only for you and you alone to let.
Oh, it's a hot day, hotter than yesterday and the day before. I have crossed many oceans and various terrains, mountains, deserts and plains I had to tame, to at last arrive to the city which I'm yet to discover her name. At last she's vast, spreading 4 directions in a seasonal fashion, and the mountains skirt around the cityscape like a wall with no escape. Now in the heart of the city I see a big hill, visible from any corner, and upon it a gigantic white temple glowing with might. And what an impressive sight! Its intricate architecture and grandiose design, I have never seen anything close. In other lands, I heard in lectures, read in documents of recent years. Enthusiastic spirits crowd the streets with wide open eyes and ears. Why haven't I heard of this fantastic location from my peers and fellow travelers? I must find out more about the city and its culture. My true objective and necessity will bring me great pleasure beyond any man's measure. So let me delve into her flesh with a seductive scene.
What I have to say, I couldn't help but hear you guys talking today about the display.
You mean the temple?
Precisely. Now on that same soil, 2 floods ago, to the plain hill so beautiful, where my people would go to gather, worship among natures, feeling energy flow. Immaculate view, the whole city upon a foundation, a long fig tree, place for everyone in their family to offer prayers under consciously. Each day and every night provided a light. When people visited, voice it affected left and right. Until one day, perhaps through the night, as I was told, foreigners from a different land initiated a plan to squat and give investment to this land. The first offered tokens to help aid the cause, where you need funds to keep this landscape looking great, and surely you need an altar to follow. The second agreed after the swallow of the fruit that he picked from the tree, and then suggested next lead to design an icon that would mark this territory here and beyond as being occupied with commitment, develop the mountain something more. Therefore, the third likewise took the previous man's side and suggested to build a timber on the hill. And before he can finish his sentence, the last offered blueprints and tools went into place. Walls, gates, idle place, and workers who would volunteer to migrate just for a piece of the cake. Look, they built a temple on land I answered to fertilize and now buried on, and made the masses believe through reconstruction good fortunes will come. Oh, what a disgrace, a sour taste for me and my people who helped create. Oh, what a disgrace to our sacred grounds that nature did not help shape.
Question marks our traveler, and yea, regret those our architect, and what of what commands their crooked arm? Might you wonder what the temple holds within its pillared grin? Perhaps our last same man has seen. He is the merchant, could be he sees it all, where want and need are always met.
I'll make a tax collector wash my feet and that's word. I put him in the dirt before he touched one sheep in my herd. Cause I'm a hardcore hustler, independent merchant. Sell your mama a quilt, your daddy a sea urchin. Everything was perfect till that white temple was built. It hangs up on a hill where they're supposed to be praying, but they're obeying the elite. Created a new barter system called currency, and it's weak. The righteous turn ridiculous. Philosophy politica, stricter taxation in this brand new nation. Thanks to my informant, I know the situation, while the rest of God's creation is on hibernation.
Oh, excuse me, sir, my fellow brethren. Could you tell me anything about that temple? I'm a traveler from the Far East. I'm here to study your beautiful culture, and I was struck by that temple, how it stands in the heart of your city.
Shit, what the hell do I know, right? I'm just an independent merchant.
Okay, then maybe we could be friends. And sign of respect, let me offer you these specialties that grow herbal medicine. A gift from my homeland. Here, give me your hand.
Good vision, good vision, good vision, good vision, my friend. I see you're not one of them. No need for suspicion. Here, let me tell you everything you need to know about the...
I see, you possess sharp knowledge indeed, but now I believe I have found my true purpose of staying.
Man, what are you guys staring at in this busy street? Don't tell me you're impressed by the devilish architecture that you see.
Shit, not me.
Oh, what might you know, my brother? We're just enjoying this bright day inside here. Please, share your insight.
Well, brother, I'm just a native architect, here to provide a little intellect. And if you have a sec, I can provide you with information about this sect. My spirit flows through each wall that I create on any landscape, giving shape with tools I navigate, spread love, praises. Can you relate? My people and I put forth heart and soul to bring any mold to life. The use of a temple is sacred, not because of the mortar and stones used to build it, but because of the people within who don't pretend, yet send the purpose through existing within. My people did not build a temple over there. Look at the glamour that blinds here. The original purpose has been transformed for many years, desecrating the truth by dulling the light that once flowed through the veins of our many creatures. affiliations. This temple here lacks a nation and suffer from mental starvation. From the body to the surrounding to its present foundation. How could this be a holy place of gathering and sharing of time when all the congregation is outside bathing in material sunshine? You see the angles that they take, demonstrate, but wait. Listen to the unholy bell chimes as they dine and sip fancy wines all the times. The temple right here is nothing but a living fault line that grows and penetrates to find the smallest of minds.
Well, your language matches our waves, as my people would say. I'm a foreigner, but let me feel your cup of what I just found out from this gentleman. This is what I know about the temple and what goes on inside and all the business.
Well, hell, it doesn't surprise a single hair on my chin. I knew the building's still thin, all lavish on the outside but corrupt on the inside.
So now what do we do? Or what can we do? So now what do we do? Or what can we do?
As three same men spoke, and they spoke. As three same men spoke, and so they spoke. As three same men spoke, and spoke. As three same men, and then they confessed.
I must confess I have a design to take back our ancestors' healing time. Here's another piece of my mind. I've been working through the independent vines beneath the hillside, sharpening my tools and thoughts, studying the mighty power of the temple. I know it won't be simple because much sacrilege has occurred. Many roads who have been deterred, ending up in a criminal circle. I want to use my building of words to serve as a purpose to notify the above surface that the temple which looks down on us every day does us no service. We can start by tearing apart all that symbolize destruction of a true art form, namely by annihilating the building that houses sinful scorn, vacating it, planting ancient and new life forms. As told by wise carpenters, no business should be conducted in my father's house. I won't rest until the insulation falls out from the walls to the halls. By all means, no pause until this cause has caused all to recognize the flaws, and until the precious victory stands tall with no boundaries, be gone with their luxuries, extending energies eternally to the original seed. Brothers, please pray with me.
We need an innovative way to penetrate the situation. I too have a confession. Part of the information I spoke of before came from infiltration. I entered the temple as a priest, pouring out libations. I seen them trading secrets. My mission brighter than gold. I gotta free all my people before the story's been told. We'll rewrite the script before the people can suffer. Prevent this evilness. Proceed undercover and execute our plan. Till the temple no longer stands.
Yes, I believe the time is right to make my confession. Gentlemen, my true profession is the delegate from the Far East Empire, under the clandestine mission to investigate the White Temple. 6 moons ago, my people were approached by the temple to make trades and didn't know the truth before opening the gateways. Now we stand separated from our old days. People divided, misguided, blinded by the trade. All the greed seeds, sweet profits from it, and those dark individual schemes steal meals behind curtains. They have become the power de facto, certain to doom the nation. We must act now to stop, as hundreds of years from now, more population will be able to travel and exchange ideas freely. It is imperative that we connect to build a safe bridge firstly, with generations to follow. So let us work together for such future kingdom. Hello.
Yes, I accept your offer of collaboration when the time is right. When the next full moon rises in the night, we shall meet here again.
And I am with you as well. And let us not reveal our plans and confession to other souls until our vision reaches fruition. Be safe, my brothers.
Be safe and peace be with you and your spirit. Be safe and peace be with you and your spirit.
And so the 3 sane men split, went separate ways, back into the masses from which they came. How many full moons do you suppose it takes to change it all? Be young all, and be off to save your age. It's the sun's turn to set again. I'll have you know at last, there is some beauty in the secret you cannot keep. And look, might there be a full moon tonight?